Tiny House Prepper.
Live simple, live free.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill with Tiny House Prepper, and I got a problem here with the draining the black and gray tank on our cottage, on our RV cottage. We are here in Branson, Missouri. I mean, literally, I got the t-shirt. We're here in Branson at the Music Land campground, and the black tank, I pulled the handle out to drain the black tank and nothing came out, and the gauge shows that it's about 2/3 full. So I thought, oh great, it's clogged. What am I going to do? I don't know what to do about this. And then I tried to drain the gray tank, and that didn't work either. And that also, I know, is about 3/4 full. So I've got some kind of a clog in here, and the two tanks have separate drains, of course, that come into one, and then there's just the one drain here. So the clog must be after they come together in that one pipe that comes out right here. So I thought, yeah, great, how am I going to do that? I'm going to have to get a stick to jam up in there to clear it, or a roto-rooter or something. But no matter what I do, everything's going to come out on me. I'm going to get just disgusting as all that. And once it clears, then I'll get gushed with gray and black water, and that wasn't any fun at all. I thought there has to be some sort of a solution. So I found a local RV service and repair shop. I went there and talked to him, and he said, oh yeah, you need a flush, a drain flush. So this is what he had for me. I'll hook that on there like that, and then there's a valve here where I can shut it off, open it and close it. I can hook the sewer line on here, and then what I do is I hook a hose here, and when I turn this on, that sprays water back up into the trailer to clear, hopefully to clear the clog, to break it up and let things start to flow. So I thought that was a good idea. Now this thing was 50 bucks. This is like $1 worth of plastic, you know. But what you're paying for here is the ingenuity of whoever designed this thing. 50 bucks. But it's going to be a lot cheaper than taking it in service and have somebody else clean it out for me. So I got this. Now along with this, I also got this little thing. This is called an anti-siphon fixture. I'm supposed to screw this. I screw the hose on here. I'm supposed to screw this on the other end of the hose to keep dirty water from going back through the hose when you turn the hose off and contaminating the water supply. So this will let water go that way. It won't let it go the other way. And then the instructions just said always use this. So I'll put that on there, put this here, and see what happens. Now the guy that was at the shop said usually this works, but he said if it doesn't, then you can actually put a smaller hose down in there and actually send it way up inside to try to break things up. I said, do you have one of those? He said, no. He said, but we make them. This one, of course, is made at the factory. But so he made up this little thing for me. It's just some thin hose, and he put some fittings on there on the end so that I can screw the hose onto that. And then this will go right in there, and it'll go all the way up inside. And when you turn the water on through this tiny little hose, it probably comes out of there with a real high pressure, and hopefully it'll break everything up. So I'm going to go ahead and try this. First I'll just try the regular hose and see what happens. Okay, so I have this pressure reducer valve that I put on the end to reduce the pressure so I don't get too much pressure inside there, inside the plumbing system itself. I took that off because for this I'm going to want to have as high a pressure as I can get. So now I'll screw the anti-siphon fixture on there. Alright, turn the water on, see what happens here. Alright, it's sending water up in there, and I can see it's clear, and when it comes back down, the water is all still completely clean. So that's just not doing the job. Let me open the black tank and see what happens. It's not doing anything. Open the gray tank. Alright. That's just not doing anything at all. Turn the water off. I'll have to try the small hose, see what that does. So this has an on-off valve right here. When I put this on, of course I won't have that, so I have to do it over here at the water supply. Alright, there's just a little trickle of water coming because there's only a little bit of water coming through the hose. And it is kind of dirty-ish. This little hose is 8 feet long, and it's going all the way up inside there. Alright, it just cleared out, it's a big clump, and now it's running clean. I ran this in and out like this for a couple of minutes, and then all of a sudden it broke loose. Well, it looks like it has worked, and I'm very happy. First I cleaned out the black side, then I cleaned out the gray side, and with the water running I just kept pushing this in and out until it was all the way back. This hose is 8 feet long, and I pushed it all the way back 8 feet, and then I'd pull it out and back and forth, and it just kept cleaning, and gunk was coming out. All of a sudden it all broke loose. It's all good to go. So I definitely learned something about how to manage this. There's probably other ways to do this, but for now, for me, this thing works. This fitting right here that's got a flush valve on it and the small hose, I'm good to go. Okay, it's been a nasty job. I gotta go wash my hands. I'm probably gonna hear something about not wearing gloves. I'm sure a lot of people say to wear gloves. I've been a plumber all my life, and I've never known any plumber anywhere to wear plastic gloves or rubber gloves while he's working. It's just getting your hands in black water is just part of the job when you're a plumber, and I'm used to it. So I just go in and wash my hands up to my elbows or up to my armpits, and I'll be fine. That's what I always do when I'm working in a septic tank or something like that. So I'm not worried about that. But anyway, it's been a nasty job, but it's fixed, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this nastiness. All right, you be blessed. We'll talk to you next time.